What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from IC Gaming, and today I'm back with my let's play of Space Engineers. So I actually just finished welding up the turret that I was putting together last time. You can see it is a bit different looking than this turret over here, and I'm also running low on energy and water and food. So let's take care of those issues while I talk about what the plan is for today. So, I need to start thinking about a little bit of long-term planning and where I want to be going, how I want to get there. So, the first goal is getting to the moon. That's the short version. But if I can just grab some water and rations, wait a little bit for it to process. Cool, cool. All right. Yeah, the short-term goal is getting to the moon, with the longer-term goal being other planets. So on the moon, I'm going to be finding just to remind you guys of what I found last time. So last time we found a data pad that indicated there was a crashed ship on the moon with some, oh, why am I forgetting the name of why am I forgetting that word right now? Jump drives, that's the name of it. So it's got some jump drives on it. And, real quick, what are you? Ah, save zone, never mind. So, the idea is that I'm going to be able to travel to other planets as soon as I get there. However, there's a slight problem with getting there. So I can either choose to build a small grid ship, and frankly that wouldn't be incredibly difficult at all. It's been done a lot that your first ship to get into space is a small grid ship, and then it's just a matter of, pointing the direction of the moon, accelerate to the maximum speed, and just let it go for as long as you need it to. But once I get there, I'm not going to have any place to put a jump drive. So what I really need to be able to do is have a ship that's large enough for me to actually fit a jump drive on the ship. And that's not exactly going to be an easy thing to pull off. That rocket frigate is getting worryingly close, but I think I am just out of range. So I'm thinking I might need to build a large grid ship as my first ship, and if I'm going to be building a large grid ship to get into space, to get to the moon, I should probably think about other stuff I want in there, because I'm not sure. So let me quickly check the wiki, or not the wiki, let me check the mod to make sure that I'm not talking out of my rear. Okay, so I was not mistaken. There is no cobalt on the moon. So I pretty much need to bring any cobalt that I want to actually possibly use up there with me. So if I want to, let's check this out. Do I need cobalt to build a refinery? Refinery, metal grids, yep. And base refinery, no. Okay, so I would need cobalt to build a full-size refinery, which I would need to melt down any gold or silver that I want to actually put together up there. So a full-size refinery with room for expansion modules is going to have to be a part of my design. I know I definitely need an assembler, full-size assembler, which also requires metal grids. So I'm up to 30 metal grids so far. How about we actually load that gun while I'm thinking about it? So full-size refinery, full-size assembler, and I would imagine a large cargo container, because this would basically be a mobile base for me. So I'm thinking that might be the basics I'm gonna need. There we go. There's some ammo. Okay, so that cargo ship passed me by. So this is going to be a mobile base. I also have to think about the possibility of needing to defend it, so weaponry. And I do have 2 guns right here that I can theoretically use if I can figure out how to load this thing. And wow, this thing does not have an access. Okay, mod maker? I'm sorry, I understand completely. You know, most people probably won't be loading this by hand, but yikes, bro. Give me something. Okay, so we now have a nice, nice decoration until I can figure out how to load this thing. Someone please let me know if you know how to. And we're still on 1 gun, which can hold all of that much. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this ammo back in the container over here, and go back to what I was talking about. So, I believe I was talking about I need weapons for it, offensive and defensive, because I would like to do some piracy, and I don't see myself building a second large grid ship in here, or in this series, so that one is going to be just about all I get. And it's got to have some decent armoring on it, too, because if I'm gonna be taking in battle, I need to be able to take some hits. So I have yet to give much thought to how I'm gonna build that, but if I'm going to build a large grid ship, I need to pretty much accelerate my rate of resource gathering. So I'm thinking I might have to build a drill for that. Either a drill or an atmospheric miner, and since I need to scout around for a cobalt vein, so I'm pretty sure this is one of the few planets, if not the only planet that has cobalt on it, I need to find a vein of it, and set up a small remote mining operation. I think I'm going to have to build a... I think I'm going to have to build a, atmospheric miner. It's going to be a very small atmospheric miner, because resources are a pain to get right now. So, let's think about what I need for an atmospheric miner and do some quick maths. An atmospheric miner, if I can open up the correct thing, and we go down to cargo blocks. Atmospheric miner is going to need, for any kind of reasonable resource gathering, a large cargo container, I think. You know what? You know what? No. I don't have anywhere near the resources I need to build this, because a large cargo container and small grid. Actually, no, that's not stupidly expensive. That's a lot of interior plates. That's not bad. Okay. Of course, that cuts it down to even more reasonable. But I think I can swing a large cargo container. Like, 1 single large cargo container shouldn't be bad. Then we go to block tools and check out the drills. So I could probably go with... Well, construction components are pretty cheap. It's only 4 large steel tubes and 1 motor. Could probably do 6 drills. So 6 drills, 1 large cargo container. And then... unknown signal. Okay. Then I'm also going to have a cockpit. I am going with the standard cockpit for this, because that is the only one that does not require metal grids. It's also the cheapest one, like just compared to this one over here. Metal grids, this one over here, metal grids. And metal grids are kind of a pain to get my hands on. Alright, so math, I'm going to do the math for this and come back when I've got a number of thrusters that I'm going to need to use. Alright, so the math says that I'm going to need approximately 6 large atmospheric thrusters to keep this thing afloat. I don't think that's too bad for something that I'm going to be using relatively extensively to build a somewhat large vehicle. Because honestly, most of the materials I'm going to get for it are probably going to be from stone mining, because I doubt I'm going to find an iron deposit anywhere around here. Like, I'm just not... I would just rather not bet on it. And I don't really want to spend the time scouting this planet when I should be scouting other planets for things. Especially when I think I can actually find iron on other planets. So, in the interest of getting to other planets faster, I'm going to be skipping the scout for iron and build an iron mine part of it, and just go for stone mining, I guess. So, now the question of where to build it. I mean, I guess I could build another extension off this way. That would work. Kind of mirror that one over there. Yeah, that could look alright. So, let's go from the outside 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 1, 2, 3. And then that. Alright. So, let's get some, I'm going to go ahead and grind down the things that I know I have to grind down, which are going to be that right there, this right here, as well as these two right here, and this block, and this railing over here. And, grab my steel plates. I cannot fall into my hole. Where are you? It'll be over here. There we go. And let's go ahead and plan this out. By the way, yes, I see that this block over here is turned the wrong way, but I want to fix it. I really want to fix it, but I can't justify doing it right now. So, let's head up top and do this so that I have an easier time referencing the other side. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's the right color gray. Go around here and we got 1, 2, 3. That would be like the underside of the wind turbine. And then 1, 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these. And then need to grab this one. And do a few along the edge. Let's see how many I'm supposed to do. So 1, 2, 3. Right in the middle there, I guess, is the wind turbine. Flip this the way it's supposed to be. So 1, 2, 3 in the middle. that is supposed to go like so. And if this isn't the way it's supposed to go, well, I'll deal with it later. I think that should be good. Let's grab that. And then corner in, corner out. Put those in and show me. Oh, that was it. Cool. Alright. So I think that'll be fine for right now, and I'm gonna need to find a way to bring this down. In some way that makes some amount of sense. So let's go with, I think, some half slabs on the outside. Like so. Then I think I can get away with just on these corner bits right here instead of all of them. To save on materials and a couple other things. Also, it's kind of an interesting aesthetic. Just me thinking. So let's go ahead and do that. And one more. Let's try to get stuck. And over here. There we go. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the vehicle assembly platform at the base of it. Don't really see a reason to go high on this one, so I'm probably just gonna see, looking at this, I'm probably gonna want to hook this up to a conveyor system going that way eventually. So just on the off chance that's the case, I'm going to get rid of this block, and that is where I'm going to put my rotor, or my advanced rotor, which would be my preferred way of building things in general. So let's see, 90's going that way, 180's going that way. Okay, so that's 180. I want 0 facing away, so that's fine. And I'm actually going to weld up this rotor down here so that I can lock it, and I'm not going to get any rotation on it as I'm building things, and so that I can build up the I don't know why I just blanked there. And so that I can grind off this top and add a small head so that I can build a small grid. There we go. That's what I was thinking about. Alright. So, yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and cut away for now and then come back when I have the rotor built. Alright, so I got the rotor built, and I actually set up a button panel over here with the buttons that I'm actually planning on using for this. And I also went ahead and added a small head. If you can't tell, it's because I completely forgot to stop the... I forgot to start recording again once I started doing things, but didn't go too far ahead, so hopefully everything's fine. Alright, so the way I set up this large cargo container is so that there is a large port on this side, actually no, the large ports are on top and bottom and on the back, and the small ports are front, right, and left. And yes, I'm looking at this facing that way. So thinking about other things I'm going to need on here, I'm actually regretting how I did that, because I'm probably going to need to put my front going this way, because I need to have a, let's see if I can grab it. I need an oxygen tank on here, Um, and the reason I need an oxygen tank on here is because I am playing with survival less likely on. And that makes it so that oxygen is a little bit harder to, well, it drains a lot faster. So I need to actually have some way of getting oxygen into my system. So let's go ahead and put the oxygen tank on like so. And then I'm gonna put the cockpit on, thinking, I'm thinking directly attached to the oxygen tank. But now that I'm looking at it, it's going to be kind of long for the arms to stretch back that far. So now that I have the oxygen tank, that might just be a good mounting position for batteries and then my thrusters. So, alright then. So let's grab some small conveyors. And I think just a simple doop, doop will do. And I can put my cockpit on, but I'm not going to do that quite yet because there's a few things I want to add first. Number one among those being, let's grab it, a beacon. I'm also going to want an ore detector. Gyroscopes. I think I might want about 2 of those. Let's go ahead and place these on here. So, ore detector, like so. Beacon like so. Gyroscopes. Get over there. Yep, sure can. Actually, let's go and put 3. Because this is going to be a fairly heavy ship when all is said and done. And that should just about do it. And then I think I can reach that middle gyroscope with the cockpit off, but let's go ahead and put the cockpit on. I'm sorry, I think I can reach that with the cockpit on, so let's go ahead and put it on. Like so. There we go. And yes, I can reach it. Just barely, but I can. I can't, however, reach that middle piece. Can I grind this off? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this middle bit welded up. Okay, I wasn't crashing. And I think after that, gonna get this central, I guess, core construction welded up and see what I need to do about my drills. So I'll be back shortly. Alright, so that is the core of this thing welded up, so let's go ahead and figure out what to do about batteries. So, a little bit of math. Let's pull batteries on the wiki. And small ship batteries output 4 megawatts maximum. And if I go back to thrusters, each large atmospheric thruster requires 2.4 megawatts each. So 2.4 times 6 is 14.4 megawatts, which divided by 4 megawatts for batteries, it's going to require about 3.6 batteries. So I'm going to go with 4 batteries, and that should be enough to keep me afloat. I don't necessarily need super maneuverability left, right, forward and backward and such. But that should be enough to at least keep me going. Yeah, it should be enough to keep me floating. So, let's go ahead and pull up batteries. There we go. And I need some steel plate. There we go. Alright. So, I need 4 of these things. 1, 2.
Energy low.
Then I need some places for thrusters to go. So, 3, 4, and I've now guaranteed a space for at least 1 thruster right here, I believe. So let's grab my thrusters. And I need 6 of these. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to be a wide boy. And I guess I'll just put this one on the back of here. That makes 6. I'm not really paying attention to the orientation right now, mostly because I can't really tell from where I'm standing. But I believe I can reach all of these different components. Yes, I can. That should, in theory, be the last things I need before I start worrying about my drills. So let's go ahead and worry about the drills. So, I'm going to need a small conveyor going out to the front, for which I need interior plate that I did not bring with me because I derped. And interior plate. There we go. So I actually need to do a little bit more than just put some drills on this thing. So I need to put a vent on here. Not only to keep me breathing while I'm driving, but also to fill up my oxygen tank, which I'm basically going to use. So the idea is to use the vent on here to fill up the oxygen tank while I'm at base, and I can use base power. But then when I'm out and about and doing things, I'm gonna use the vent. I'm gonna use the oxygen tank to actually breathe, and also fill up my oxygen bottle without having to use ice. So let's get some energy in me, and I'll show you what I'm thinking about for the vent and 2 of the drills, because I think I'll be able to weld them all up together. So the vent, if I grab it right there, I think I can put, we're on the front right here, or yeah, let's do it on the front right here, and then grabbing some drills. If I go like so and sort of move out of the way. There we go. Move back one. I can put 2 drills on the front like so. Now, I know that I can put more drills out on the sides, just sort of branching off of these. Or I can put more drills on here. So I'm going to weld this up, see what it looks like, and then honestly make my decision based on what it looks like, because I don't really have much of a preference for either one. So, time for another cut, and I will see you when I come back. Alright, so, I'm not done, but I brought you guys back because I noticed that there is a NPC ship coming directly for me. So pretty much I need to get myself to a turret, because this could easily not go well. Let's hop in here. Turret, 20mm chain gun, control. Yeah, that thing is coming directly for me. If it gets close enough that I can start shooting, I probably should, so let's check the range on this thing. 8,000 meters. Okay. I think this thing is actually in range. Let's fire a couple shots just to see. No sound, which is a little disappointing. What? Why are you not shooting? Great. Buggy turrets, that's exactly what I need. Grab the ammo. Had ammo with you. What's your problem? What, you get like 2 shots and you give up? Do I have to hand feed every single shot to you? Wow. If that thing were literally any closer, I'd be dead. Literally any closer at all. And I may actually be within range of its turrets right now, it's just not shooting for some reason. Why would you not be shooting? Okay. Maybe that was it? You suck. Look, I gotta be honest, I'm not impressed with the weapons pack I downloaded because this is not working as intended at all. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with this, but you guys have seen pretty much everything I've done with this. And it's not, it's really not working like at all, it looks like. So, okay. So far in this weapons pack, I have 1 turret that I can't load, and 1 turret that I can't fire. This is useless to me. Alright, so I'm declaring a cheat right now, guys. I'm going to be using creative mode to change out this turret for another turret and try to get that turret to fire. So, please hold for that. Okay, so, I'm back. I actually had to change a bunch of the mods, believe it or not, just to get rid of that one. So I'm no longer using that same NPC mod I was. I'm now using the ASSERT, the assertive cargo ships, assertive bunkers, assertive installations mod set, as well as, if I can get to it, block weapons. I'm also using Mexpex's weapon sets. Weapon packs 1, 2, and 3 for the modded weapons we're going to be using for this playthrough. Partially because they also allow for the vanilla weapons to exist as well. So for the starter gun, I put in a regular old Gatling gun. And then for the gun that I was supposed to quote-unquote make, I put a interior turret right here. This is not exactly equal to the materials that I spent, but uh, I also was cheating. I was using, oh, what was it? I was using creative tools, so I think that's a fair, I think that's a fair compromise. I don't get the materials back that I spent, but I get the full, but I get the benefits of the creative tools. So let's go ahead and I believe it would be Alt F10. Don't want to do that. So turn off creative mode tools. Oop. And we are back to actually playing the game. Okay, so that insanity dealt with. The only other thing I did with admin tools on is I actually had to change the ammo that goes into this little turret here because it no longer takes the same ammo as your rifles. It takes an MR50A magazine. So I spawned in the same number of them as I had of the 5.56 rounds that were just sitting in here for the turret that was originally on this base. And the which I think was 200. So I have 200 rounds of that for this, and I despawned the 5.56 that was here for that. So scenario's been rebalanced. You might also notice that I changed up how it looks up top, and the reason for that is because the default turret, or I should say the vanilla turret, has a very different box around it than the turret I was using, so I kind of had to do that to actually be able to fit anything up there. So yeah, that's kind of what happened during the sorry guys, I have to cheat to actually make this work. Um, so yeah, back to I believe I was building some batteries. And I'm actually gonna talk while I finish up as much as I can right now because we're getting kind of close to the end of the episode. So I realized while I was building this that I'm gonna have some power issues very, very, very soon because right now I'm running off of 4 batteries. They were fully charged. This one is now down to 3 out of 4, so I'm gonna guess the others are down to about the same. Which 75% charge is not bad, but now I'm also going to be running a miner off of it, and very soon a full assembler, because I kind of need to set one up in here. I believe right under here would probably be the best spot so that I can actually access the rest of the things I need to access. My plan for this area is I'm going to put an extra well, I should say just put a cargo container here and then here, so that I have 2 cargo containers worth of storage space that will connect directly to the assembler without too much fiddling around. And then I think I'll have the assembler's other port face this way to allow for possible expansion out in that direction for, I don't know, maybe a storage facility or something? Not sure. Refining area, probably. We'll see how it goes. And also have this direction for expansion as well, because I kind of closed myself off over here. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab another pack. Okay, so I'm only short 25 power cells, so it shouldn't take too long. I'll go ahead and finish off that mining between episodes. Think that's okay. Build this up. All right. And oh, actually no, there's going to be a little bit more mining than that because each of these is going to require 8 metal grids, and metal grids are expensive even when we're not talking about cobalt. Plus, they're going to require 90 times 4 is 360 motors? Yikes. Okay. So, that's going to take quite a bit of mining. I'm just going to do that between episodes. So, yeah, when we come back next episode, this miner is going to be, at least theoretically, ready to fly. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video and want to see more chill gaming content like it, you can hit those subscribe and notification buttons down below. Also, if you want to support the channel, please be sure to leave a like. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.